Hello, welcome back to school. This is a technology update for the school year 2024-25. This school year starts a new lease at the high school with all students and staff using computers, have new MacBook Airs running the M2 processor. These new computers are 13 times faster than the Intel MacBooks that they were using last year and previous. These new computers also have an 18-hour battery life. All students in grades K through 8 are using a 9th generation iPad now, and all staff iPads are also 9th generation. The MacBooks at both schools are running Apple Silicon processors, which allow them to run iOS apps that were originally written to run only on iPad and iPhones. Another new feature to these new MacBooks at the high school is the MagSafe adapter, which was on previous Macs and is now back on current Mac models. This MagSafe adapter allows the connector to be magnetically attached and detached, allowing it to be yanked away from the computer without pulling the computer to the floor if someone were to trip on the cable. Along with the new adapters comes a hefty price tag for replacement parts. Every computer that we deployed was sent out with a charger and a MagSafe cable. The replacement cost of the adapter is $39 and the replacement cost of the cable itself is $49. Please keep track of your chargers and cables as we expect them each to be returned with the device. We have labeled each charger and cable with the student's name and grad year. And if you could please pass a reminder along to the students, these bags and tags are property of the school, not the students. The bag tag is used for identification purposes and is not to be removed, altered, damaged, or destroyed. And every school year, the need for security gets tighter and tighter. With schools being a prime target for stealing and selling personal identifiable information, we are all obligated to protect student and staff data. We advise that you protect your devices that are configured with your email accounts, access to Infinite Campus, Canvas, SmartER, your personal banking, and so forth. Please do not allow students to use your devices. Starting last year at the request of our cybersecurity insurance provider, we began to implement multi-factor authentication. This year, all Google logins for staff, SmartER, and other systems will require multi-factor authentication. All staff-assigned computers at Aiken schools will have the Google login enabled. To allow us to log in against our Google account on our Mac, we're using a product called Jamf Connect. Jamf Connect syncs your login between your Mac and your Google account and vice versa. Jamf Connect replaces the macOS login window and authenticates using your Google credentials. And here's what that will look like. On your computer, you will not see the standard login window that you've been used to on your Mac. It will be replaced with a Google login window, and you will need to log in with your full email address. For a staff member, that will be first initial last name at ISD1.org. You will click Next and you will type in your password. When you click Next to submit your password, you'll be prompted to follow through the two-step verification on your mobile device. On this prompt, it's asking to open up the Gmail app on the iPhone. Upon opening it, you will see an option to say, yes, it is me, or no, do not allow. If it's you, click yes, and it will move along with the login. On the next screen, you're going to need to scroll down a bit on this page to reveal the allow button. And at the bottom there, you'll see that. Go ahead and click that, and you are ready to continue logging in. Another feature of Jamf Connect is that it allows us to sync our passwords between our local Mac and the Google account up in the cloud. To change that password from your Mac, you can click on the Jamf Connect icon up in the menu bar. It'll bring down this menu where you can click Change Password. Clicking Change Password will open a window that will ask you to follow the steps to get your password changed. That will change the account up in Google and also on your computer. Down below, we see a button that says Get Software. That's going to open up our self-service app, and Get Help will bring you right to the help desk. You can also change your password on the Google website if you're away from your Mac, and that will also resync that password down to your Mac, so that would be the password you will now use to log into your Mac. The Jamf Connect login window will be coming to the staff computers at Rippleside this fall. We will not be sending this out without notice, and we will be doing some small test groups before pushing it out to the remaining of the Rippleside staff. You will be notified before any of these modifications are made to your computer. We're going to give you some tips to kind of make this a bit easier for you. When you're away from your computer, you're going to want to make sure that your screen is locked to prevent anybody else from accessing your information. To do this, you can go to the Apple menu and choose Lock Screen, or use the key command, Control Command Q, or you can simply push the power button. Each of these actions will lock your screen and require your password to unlock the screen. You can also set up Touch ID on your devices, and most all of the devices at Aiken schools, which would include computers and iPads, support Touch ID. Touch ID allows you to simply place your finger on the integrated Touch ID sensor to unlock your Mac. To set up Touch ID on your Mac, you're going to go to the Apple menu to System Settings, down to Touch ID and Password, and click Add Fingerprint. The assistant will walk you through the steps needed to capture your fingerprint for unlocking your computer. And the process is almost exactly the same for an iPad. You're going to go to the Settings app to Touch ID and Passcode and click Add Fingerprint, and it will ask you to lift and rest your finger repeatedly on the Touch ID button down at the bottom so that you can capture your fingerprint on the iPad. Another requirement from our cybersecurity insurance provider was to not allow any administrative rights on computers for anyone. That includes the tech department. There may be a time where you will encounter a need for an administrator password to be typed into your computer to install software or make a setting change. At this time, you are going to need to contact the IT department via phone or help desk to make that happen. If you need software installed on your computer, the place to go to is our self-service app. We have tried to load every piece of software into self-service that is necessary for schoolwork. If there is a software title that you need access to that is not available in self-service for yourself or your students, please let us know via the help desk and we will make it available as soon as possible. If you have purchased software with your personal Apple ID, you are able to install that software via the App Store. You can keep your computer signed into the school-provided Apple ID account and then sign into the App Store with your personal Apple ID and access any of the software that you have previously purchased and install it from there. One more feature that we have enabled this summer is automatic app updates for certain titles. Some applications will want to update themselves, and you'll be prompted via a notification on your computer that an update is available for that application. In this example, we see an update is available for Google Chrome. At the top, you will see the notification letting us know that Google Chrome has an update available. It is asking us to quit the application to allow the update to complete. We're going to go to the Chrome menu, choose Quit Google Chrome. The update will run in the background, and once it is complete, you will receive a notification indicating that the update has been complete. You do not need to do anything else, and the application will restart itself at that point. We have reset the print accounting totals for paper cut back to $0. While there are no limitations or restrictions on your printing, this will give you an indication as to how much you are printing through the school year. We are encountering an issue with the current version of Google Drive that is installed on all of our computers. Google is aware of this problem and hopefully will have a fix soon. Some users have seen Google Drive stop working altogether. A good indication of this is that the Google Drive icon has been grayed out up in the menu bar. If you click on it, you may also see a message indicating that Google Drive needs to be running in order to sync these files. The quickest and easiest way to resolve this would be to restart your computer. If you are not able to do so, you can contact tech support and we can remote into your computer to fix this. Again, Google and the Google engineering and development teams are very aware of this situation, and hopefully a bug fix will be released soon. If you choose to resolve this issue on your own, it is fairly simple, but requires you to open up the Activity Monitor application, which is in the Utilities folder on your computer. You can search for that in the Spotlight search or go to the Applications folder. You'll find a folder called Utilities. When you open up the Activity Monitor, you're going to want to search for or filter for Google or Google Drive. You will see Google Drive not responding listed in red in the list. You're going to want to select it and click Force Quit, which is this little button here at the top. It will quit Google Drive in the background and relaunch itself and will very likely be happy after that. If you have an urgent tech issue, you can certainly call our desk. We may or may not be there, but you can sure try. My extension number is 3210 and Javier can be reached at 3209. Please use the help desk. We kindly request that you do not send any technology requests to our work email accounts as they get buried in the shuffle. If you find using the help desk form is too cumbersome or time consuming for you, an email sent to helpdesk@ISD1 will automatically generate a ticket for you. And that concludes our tech update. Have a wonderful school year.